Seed of Chucky came out in 2004, the last of the franchise released theatrically. But today I want to take a look at the unrated cut, included as a special feature on the DVD release, as well as future subsequent releases like this, the 4K. There's also a deleted scene I had never seen before that we'll get into after the unrated cut. I've been chatting a lot about these alternate versions of films lately, and you guys seem to enjoy them, so let's get right into this thing.
I am Chucky, and I dig it!
Seed of Chucky is one of the most hated entries in the franchise. Personally, I don't hate it, not one bit, but I have a future video coming out all about that, so if you're interested in that topic, make sure you're subscribed. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. So let's get right into these differences. Unfortunately, the unrated cut barely features any additional footage or changed footage. In fact, I think out of all the films in the franchise, it has the least alternate and deleted scenes available to view. So the first change comes during, well, how do I put this lightly? During Chucky's gnarly-ass jerk-off scene. The unrated cut takes it upon itself to include footage with Chucky's hand in motion as he beats off.
Get it, Mini-Me?
The rubber squeaking sound helps sell the realism of a serial killer-possessed doll jerking off in Redman's mansion bathroom while being photographed by John Waters. It's just beautiful filmmaking.
Jesus, God bless the little people.
The only other added scene in the unrated cut comes at the end of the film. In the theatrical cut, Jennifer Tilly, as Tiffany, in Jennifer Tilly's body, kills her maid after she quits, citing the evil she feels from Glenda as her reason. The theatrical cut zooms into Tiffany's eyes after she kills her, before cutting outside and showing Glenn and the rest of the ending that we know. The unrated cut takes a little diversion after the zoom in on Tiffany's possessed eyes. She places the Tiffany doll on the couch before noticing she has blood on her face. She starts to clean it up, looking disappointed in herself.
Just a little slip.
She starts to hide the body and talk to herself.
You'll have our little setbacks.
She notices Glenda has watched all of this go down. Tiffany smiles and puts her finger to her mouth to shh, and Glenda smiles back and repeats the motion. Personally, for me, I don't find anything about either of these scenes insanely cool or, worth having an unrated cut. Nothing about this is something I would ever tell people they were missing out on. However, the additional scene at the end is a little bit better than, I guess, the rubber squeaking hand, right? It's something, although I don't see how it's unrated. But more Jennifer Tilly is something I will never turn down, you know? As I mentioned earlier in the video, there's also a deleted scene on the home releases that isn't in either the theatrical or unrated cuts, featuring Debbie Carrington as herself.
Change of plan, guys. We're not going to use the doll after all. We're going to use Debbie instead.
Take 5, you two. I already did my own makeup.
So she shows up to set, goes to her dressing room where she is working as Tiffany's stunt double. She's essentially being pretty rude to the costume crew.
A little privacy, s'il vous plaît.
Right.
The real Tiffany doll is sitting in the back of the room, debating killing her with a nail file. She then calls her sponsor for addiction for help, while Debbie gets changed, and it never occurs to her what happened.
Yes, I'm in recovery, and I'm afraid I'm going to have a slip.
This scene is the most interesting out of all the footage that's not in the theatrical cut, if you ask me.
A slip.
Can you get to a meeting?
No, that's really not an option. I just freak everybody out.
Even though I can completely understand why it was cut, and also why it wouldn't be included in the unrated cut either, this movie was the most meta of the Chucky franchise, pretty much going the Scream 3 route, but it didn't fully commit to that. And like I said, that's about it. That's all there is for additional footage for Seed of Chucky. And to be honest, I wish there was a little more. I wish there was something else to dig into. Now, there are some other fun special features on this release, for example. But so far, this is my least favorite of the alternate cuts in the Child's Play franchise that I've talked about on this channel. So again, I think my biggest gripe with this is that it's called an unrated cut and there's really nothing extra going on. There's one actual extra scene, and then there's barely that extra footage of Chucky jerking off, which is nonsensical, right? I think that small addition is what made them call this the unrated cut. Because otherwise, what the hell were you thinking? Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Again, I wish there was something else cool to say about this, but there isn't. Quick thank you to my channel members and Patreon subscribers. If you want more ecto-violence, including exclusive videos and behind-the-scenes content, become a member by clicking the links in the description below.